As always, the tradition is to bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. So what are you drinking tonight, guys? I'm going to start with Kevin.
All right, so here we go. So Brewery X is one of the biggest independent breweries in Anaheim. And last year they made an official Angels beer. It was, I believe, Halo Lager. And if you go to Angel Stadium, if you go to their right field area, they actually took over a restaurant space that was previously used by like St. Archer and another brewery before that. And so now this year, this is their new one. It's the Brewery X, and it's the Halo IPA. And I do a little research too, because I was curious. They also have a Anaheim Ducks official IPA called the Quack. So I was wondering, is this just the same beer, just with a new label? And they're very similar, but it just different hops. This one, they're both 7% beers. And it says it's official fan beer of the Anaheim Angels, the West Coast IPA with Citra and Amarillo hops, coming in 7%. And you know what? If I get Angels beer, you know what? There's Dodgers beers everywhere, so let me get an Angels beer.
Right. There's very few Angels beers out there. A lot of Dodger beers, but
which is interesting because Anaheim is like the beer city for Orange County nowadays. There's something like 30 breweries or so in Anaheim itselp.
Yeah. Anaheim is packed full of alcoholics. Kevin,
yes.
You live in Anaheim?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Well,
we say beer enthusiasts here at the beer group.
It's not like you're outing him or anything. This has been long known, so don't worry.
Yeah, if you're ever in Anaheim, dude, he's like the Mothman. He's a local legend. He's a cryptid. They're like, no, Kevin Lyon. Shh. People speak of him in hushed, reverent tones, dude.
I like to think of him as more as Otis in the Andy Griffith Show, where he just kind of wanders in and takes the key off and puts himself in the cell. But no, you're an enthusiast. Yeah. Kevin. You know,
this is a good clear new West Coast IPA. One thing that surprised me, out to do more research when I went to Angel Stadium last week, they have a little market section where you get cans like this to go. They did not have this, but they had the lager. So I was kind of surprised. So hopefully this will be at the park soon as well, if it's not already in another part of it.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I noticed that lagers are probably more popular among like people that would just casually drink beer. So like I was surprised that this was an IPA. And
and honestly, you could find IPAs in the same area where I got the Halo Lager, and because it's like literally right next to like a Stone Hazy and the Stone IPA, and I'm like, I don't think I have the Halo IPA. I'm like, no, well, it's all right.
Right. Yeah, just sometimes missed opportunities, and that's where we need to come down on these guys. Like, come on, man! Like, let's get this in the stadium.
But
absolutely.
Again, I checked one spot in other parts of the stadium. Like, I'm sure at their restaurant in right field, they probably have it on draft. I would assume.
Well, that's where your research skills are. Well, we need to tell people where these things are.
Yeah,
like,
go to the club level on right field. On a weeknight, you may not even have to make a reservation. For bigger games, you might want to just look into it. And we went there a few years ago, and it's a pretty good view from the right field club level section. Beer was solid, food was all right. Can't complain.
That's it. Good one, Kevin. Jack, you're up next.
Gents, today I'm diving back into Arizona craft beers, and I'm talking about Craft 64, which is a popular brewery located right in the heart of Old Town Scottsdale, Arizona, which, if you're familiar with it, it's where the party's going down in Scottsdale. They bring 10 signature beers to the party, all made from responsibly sourced local ingredients, once again proving that the great state of Arizona is a low-key powerhouse when it comes to the fine art of making craft beer. With these 10 unique beer skis on tap, Craft 64 is sure to be a fan favorite if you're like the Sultan of Swig and enjoy a high-quality brewski with a unique twist. In addition to the beers, what modern-day brewery would be complete without delicious food? Craft 64 knocks it out of the park with their bruschettas and their signature wood fire pizzas that utilize fresh mozzarella made in-house every day. Boys, you can't beat the fresh mozzarella. So, if you're in the neighborhood, if you're partying in Old Town, I recommend swinging in, downing some pizza, and throwing back 16, 17 of their double play IPA. It's an 8% crushable beer it has that strong IPA taste that we love here at the Baseball Brew Crew. And dare I say, it's as good of a craft double that you will find. Now, when you swing into Craft 64, don't forget to let them know that the Valley of the Sun's favorite son, Cowboy Jack Durango, sent you.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
That pizza. I was like, oh, give me that pizza. Give me
Guys,
some pepperoni jalapeno. I'm all about it.
Gourmet pizza off the chain. Dude, when I go to Craft 64, I like to do what I like to call pizza roulette. I just point to the menu and get a new one every time, and it is always, always, always fantastic. And when you got super good craft beer, they also have a tropical hazy IPA that is perfect. You can't go wrong at Craft 64. So if you're visiting Scottsdale, if you're visiting Phoenix, I've given a laundry list of breweries at this point, but you've got to add Craft 64 to that list. Nice.
And you said it was in Old Town Scottsdale. Is it near the Baseballism? Do you know where that is?
You know what? I don't know where this is a sin, right? I don't know where Baseballism is. I've never visited it.
I think it's right in that area. Because if it's close to Goldwater Brewing, like the Scottsdale Stadium, it's maybe just a little south of where, and the Scottsdale Baseballism is right there. So if it's right there, I mean, that's perfect. Double play.
Let you give me 3 minutes to hashtag do the research.
It is half a mile away.
Half a mile. Okay, so pretty close. Yeah, that area is like cool to wander around and just go to all the.
Yeah, the Baseballism is on Brown Avenue, and Craft 64 is on Main Street.
There you go.
Can't beat it.
Love it. Love it. I love that you bring all these great Arizona places that I have no knowledge of. It's so fantastic. Craft 64. Any reason why it's Craft 64?
I asked, the waitress didn't know, and I have a very good friend who lives close to there, and he actually turned me on to it because of the pizza. He's a big foodie, and he didn't know either. So it remains a mystery. I guess I'll just have to go back and sample more beer.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Good stuff. Thank you, Jack. So my beer is actually from a couple weeks back. Kevin and I went to Las Vegas, and we went to Beer Zombies. So I picked up this great one. It's called Zombie Duck Hunter. It is a 7.2 ABV. There was no IBU listed, but I'm pretty sure there's IBU in it. It would probably be pretty bitter, but when I taste it, I'll kind of measure out how bitter it is, but it's not listed there. So that always throws me off because I'm just like, I don't know what to expect. But it's a West Coast IPA featuring Mosaic, Talus, Simcoe, Idaho 7, and Citra hops. Chock full of bold hop aroma with a blast of hoppy bitterness, all wrapped up with that classic pine and citrus that we love. Let me check this out real quick. I put it on the nose. I mean, this is every West Coast IPA that we have out there that we love, Kevin. This is it.
Yeah, because I believe I had this on draft when one of us had it on draft a couple weeks ago. It's like, and I just love the artwork. Like all their artwork for their cans is something like this, very zombie, like horror related, and it's just like, oh, that's kind of fun. It's like trying to see, do you have the can, because it's supposed to be like a duck hunt kind of thing, like the old Nintendo game. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to sell it yourself. I'm curious what the side of the cans look like, because I have it. Whoa, there you go.
Yeah,
that is so cool, man. They
always have really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And we went there, and I really wanted to go to this tap room just because of all the artwork and stuff like that. And this one that we went to is like a little tap room next to what was a Skinny Fat?
Skinny Fat, Skinny Fat's little restaurant. It was good to eat too, because we wanted to eat before we really got crazy for the night that continued. And I haven't been to any of the Beer Zombies yet, but they have 2 or 3 more locations in the Vegas area. That was just the closest one to the airport.
Yeah, so we have to check them all out. And a lot of their beers, we noticed that they also sell other beers, and like one of them was called Bottle Logic. And if you're familiar with any of their beers, higher in alcohol, but super bitter as well.
And, hey, Anaheim. Another Anaheim brewery.
Another Anaheim one.
There you go.
They have a lot of barrel aged stuff, but they also have like sours, and they're just a really super solid brewery, super solid packaging, just like Zombie Beer Zombies. So yeah, so definitely if you see this, check it out. This one's out of Vegas, so I'm not sure of how far this will reach, but I haven't seen it in California. But if I did, I'd pick it up immediately. So great stuff. So thank you guys for bringing all of that. Let's have let's cheers to all of you. Cheers to our great show tonight.
Let me mention something from Ian's time out. He's like, you guys must have had Bottle Logic. I don't even remember the last time one of us had Bottle Logic on the show.
Yeah, we've talked about it multiple times. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I don't remember the last time I had a Bottle Logic on the show. So that tells me I gotta get on that and find something there to have on the show.
Right. I'm trying to think of what we had, and yeah, it's been a long time. It's one of those breweries out here that's like we always seem to go everywhere but there.
Because I mean, to explain, because Lyon's a pretty big city. Where I live is like the downtown area. To get to where Bottle Logic is, it's like a 15-minute drive, like northeast. So it's a little out of my way. But in that area too, there's like 4 or 5 breweries within like a mile or two of each other.
Right.
So you can make a whole day of it if you really wanted to. But again, I mean, I can walk to a couple breweries in the time that I've taken to drive up there. So that's usually why I don't do that, because I'd rather be safe and walk when I can.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so let's do. Oh, I wanted to make a mention of this.
What is this?
Oh my gosh, I totally remiss on this. So this is from Beer Zombies. This is an awesome one. This is Zombie Mania. It's a triple IPA by Beer Zombies. And I wanted to make mention of this only because of it's wrestling related. So
can I please do it? Please let me do it. Ready?
You got it.
It's Zombie Mania.
Great stuff.
Yikers, dude. A 10.5 percenter.
Yeah.
That's a night beer, dude.
Yes.
That looks what a cool can, man.
I'll have to find that one. That's some good stuff there.
Yeah, I think it was from a year ago, so I'm not sure if it's even still around. But
I never even heard of it. That's
definitely worth looking up.
Oh yeah. # do the research.